You probably heard it 1,000 times. Game jam, 2 days, let's go. But actually this one is a little different because everything that happened like 6 months ago. Let's go. And it's also different because I didn't make the game alone. I know a guy called Froggy or Rylee, I'm not sure, I think he changed his name or something. And he's basically everything that I'm not. He can make music, 3D models, 3D environments. He's also handsome, in case you wonder. The only thing he doesn't do as good or better than I do is developing the programming part of games. The Game Jam gave us 2 very bad themes to choose from and 7 days to make the game.
The title said you made it in 2 days. You are a liar.
Shut up and let me explain. As I said, this happened 6 months ago and I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. So one of these reasons was the reason why we started making the game 2 days before it had to be done. I'm sure it was one of these. Just be aware that we have time pressure now. No, intense video stuff. Movement. Totally not stolen from World of Undead. Roses are red, violets are violent. Sniper. But what's the point of having a sniper when there is nothing to use it on? I'm asking you, America. That's why I made Range Boy over here in orange and not so much Range Boy in yellow. Particles. These are really a lot of particles. There's no chance this will be a problem later. Since the theme of the Game Jam is the second one, we made an AI to fight all the enemies for us. Actually, that was a lie. We made 3 AIs to fight all the enemies for us, all having different strengths and weaknesses. Except for this buddy here. He only has weaknesses. To indicate that, we gave him glasses. I'm a little scared of Froggy right now, because I just realized that he made all these models, this entire arena, the menu scene, and even the soundtrack you're listening to right now, all within the 2 days. As a reference, it took me like 1 day to make this 3D model, but I don't know. Maybe time works just different in Australia. This is what we call the hype system. Just listen to it for a second. Yeah, that's right, we can control how hyped up the crowd in the arena is with a single value. We use different loops of crowd noises to achieve that. It also works with music. In case you want to use it in your own project, either check out my Patreon or alternatively I also put it on the Unity asset store. Because the game is all about protecting the gladiator, the crowd gets more excited the closer the gladiator is to death. So in a way, this is actually a health bar, but for your ears. I think that's a cool concept. So up to this point, everything was working out very well. Maybe just a little too well. Is this foreshadowing? Maybe he wants to tell us something bad happening next. Why did he get depressions after that? We had like 5 hours left to finish the game. I remember noticing how my brain kept getting slower and slower. It was the kind of being tired where if you would just rest your head on the table for 1 second, you would immediately pass away.
Is this foreshadowing? Maybe it's just a red herring, who knows?
Actually, at this point, the game was pretty much done. We just tried to get some feedback for the game. You know, see how hard it is for someone who didn't spend the last 2 days working on it. So I got my friend Joe the zombie into our call, gave him the edge page so he can test the game, and out of nowhere, this happened.
So, in its current state, this is unplayable.
In its current state, this is unplayable. In its current state, this is unplayable.
Yeah, it was all fine in the end. It was unplayable for Joe because of performance issues. In the moment this was very bad, but the problem turned out to only affect a very small percentage of people. We just had bad luck that Joe was one of them. Also, the problem only exists when playing the game directly in the browser. I guess it has something to do with the browser being blocked from using the GPU or something. In case the game is laggy for you when you play in the browser, you can just download and unpack the zip file and everything will work fine. The link to the game is in the description. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, check out my Patreon for behind the scenes and assets. Goodbye.